Welcome back to my Pillar of Eternity
Of course.
Let's Play series. I figured where to go next. The key that I obtained in the last episode, I needed it to go through here.
No. Keep away from us. Leave us!
Ugh, a large, liver spotted man, barely chested and punchy, covered in the far corner of the room. His white hair, a tangled, stringy mess, he covered his face and chest with his trembling hand, unable to look in your direction. He's probably went insane, I think.
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Mawad? He looked up over his hand, the muscles around his eyes twitch, and Death begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses as though having a argument. All at once he stopped shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly, and he looks you dead in the eye, like a concerned animal about to pounce. His voice turned suddenly to raspy.
Mayor Wald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit!
Let's see, what would be the best option here? Well, I am a watcher, so I should ask him about that. I am a watcher. I met a woman in Yarville who thought that you could help me.
Mayor Wald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
To speak to Mayor Wald? Mayor Wald, whose touch is poison? Mayor Wald, who knows not his effect?
I think this person have a split personality. I think. I was told I am a watcher, and that you could tell me about it. About the tablet at Thumworth. After that, once or two. I finish, of course. Sure.
A window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Hear and reach into it, speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I. What the gods wanted of me, thought I.
The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged. It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
Little I knew.
You think you have lost your mind?
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening.
Arlot's eyes narrowed as he looked at the old man. How could a simple awakening have driven you to this? Oh, this is interesting. I can use my lore here. You mean you remember your past life?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories Before birth, other bodies, other times. Memory, personality, identity, any might resurface. Or all.
He looks again at the door behind you. Or all. And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Meowald has lost control. Meowald's body no more.
The spirits I passed.
Spirits and not spirits. Always whispering to Meowald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Meowald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
The spirits are memories from previous life.
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Meowald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
I've seen apparitions like those elsewhere since I became a watcher.
Oh, no, no, no. You too. You too.
All I want, in spite of his... all I want, in spite of his abstract mystery, his expression changes to one almost instantly. Parman.
They will take you too.
What a infinable minutes that can be like kinda for his arm. There's always a answer to be found if you look long enough. You're saying I end up like you?
So fragile the Watcher's mind. So real his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
How do you tell a spirit from a memory?
Fragmented are memories. Stuck in time. Mindless, cruel, never far.
If I'm awakened to past life, how would that have happened?
You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives, they dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own.
Oh, that's nice.
Meowald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood and screams.
Why does these past lives seem still troubling?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder. Soldier and marauder and Meowald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher.
It seems your problem is that you feel burdened and guilty by your past and having came to terms with it.
War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
He's talking about two different wars, fought back to back a long time ago. The Broken Stone War and the War of the Tree, the usual conflicts between locals and settlers, getting out of hand. Both of them. Some folks are still mad about what one side did to the other.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I met one of your memory spirits. There was talking raiding a village. Mirrored voice speaking raspy, and he is somewhere else in a place and time speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Adia bitch an heir that belongs in Air Glodfath.
Oh, how fun. They are taking their prize now. Okay, this is putting me in an uncomfortable situation. If I go with option 3, it sounds like I'm some sick person that enjoys what's going on. But I go with 2. It's the more pleasant option out of them all.
The boy. The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for Marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
A baby conceived by the raider? What do you mean? It was a vessel for him?
For the soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire. You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the 9 Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
What? So he came back in his next life to burn his own clan. No wonder he's such a mess now. That's staying you right down to your soul. Morrisor slump. He walked back and forth, agitated. He muttered to himself, obvious to your brother.
Soldier and marauder, lies and vengeance, and dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
Your soul is given to wickedness. The only question is why the gods don't tear it apart.
How little we know.
There must be a way to make these memories go away.
No. Always there. Always remembered. Can't forget. Can't unsee.
I didn't just remember. Someone called it. They wore masks and spoke books and a queen. There was a man there. Seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead. Books of burden. Queens that were. Known to me are they. The leaden key.
Nothing key. It seems we share a enemy, John. Assassins and a watcher wakers both. They certainly keep busy. What can you tell me about this Latin key?
Secrets, secrets, and deceptions, and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
Who is the queen they pray to?
Woodica, goddess, crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose?
If the Latin caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawakened? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
Do you know where I might find that Latin key?
City of Defiance. Never far from the Queen.
I need to go so I can search for this man from the
Sleep well. Sleep. Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adia land thieves than take orders from me.
You're compelling me to someone from a past life.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Brave thou Seeker. Still alive? I know. Let's hire it out!
Worthy.
Enter in for a warming! Charge! Great! Yes.
I have to... Yeah. Can my nickel bolts finish him off?
No! Hang on!
Worthy.
I need something sharper. Hey.
Worthy.
He's going to jump in.
I think it may be.
Try it again, you caitiffs!
Worthy.
He's have a opponent. Come on, kill him. You're quite the tough opponent. Almost dead. Don't die a lot on me. Okay, how my party? All my party members survived that fight for the most part. There's a change in the air of the keep. What was sick and suffocating feels to you somehow more breathable. As though yielding to a conquering invader. Marble body lies in the earth. You can feel its soul mingling there. I'm certain there's something unique about this soul in this place. The bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palatable to you, as though even in death, the keep knows its former master, and former master remember his keep. In your mind, the bond seemed to you as a fragile, ghostly and alive. It frayed ends, writhing like tide pool anemones, and you find if you concentrate on it, you have the ability to manipulate its strands. He deserved a afterlife, so probably severed the evil. Draw upon energy at the vault, siphoning knowledge from the connection. And 3 sounds better. You both end of the vault towards you, bring them in contact with your essence. As you can do this, the fiber turn to copper, and through them, energy conducted into your being. You're traveling downward beneath the place you stand, seeing place dank and cobwebbed, and malignant, like some unattended garden overgrown with flora and overrun with vermin. Below everything, at the very bottom, you glimpse for instant some being you can't quite make out, presiding it with all brilliant and terrifying power. One image remained in your perception: a circular room with a stone table that resembles the sun, in an area guarded by suits of armor that move of their own violation. It is deep, not far from the very bottom room. There is a door in that room, invisible to all, but the most tremendous of eyes, and beyond it, something is shimmering, something powerful. As the image fades, you find yourself in shadow once more. Marwood's soul is nowhere to be seen.
Indeed. I'm here. I'll have this open in no time.
More money. I wonder what.
I'll have it in no time.
I wonder what spells. What spells he had on. Nothing. Fireball, that's a cool ability. So we can do it. That is useful. Oh, that was...
You cannot wait that older set? I don't want to discuss it. Aye?
I have to rest now. That withered.
Aye, you're right. No sense listening to that old bam part.
Damned Virago, not now!
How may I help?
Viago.
Yes.
I'm here.
I felt Mayorwald's passing. You slew him.
He gave me no choice.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Mayorwald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day, will you stay?
The hold is probably going to be important, so I might as well keep it. You feel that same emanation of warmth and energy in the air. Then it's yours, my lord. I cannot begin to tell you how glad that is, how good it is to know that the keep is in Cape Clan once again. Your stronghold is now available. You can manage your stronghold at any time through the castle icon. I suppose I should mention first that if you need to travel to Defiance Bay for supplies, there have been a complication of a kind. The eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago, and Mara never got around to rebuilding. The road there is a dead end. He got as far as gathering the materials before he became preoccupied. How do I repair the Barbie? That's no surprise. I will need to have the coin and supplies in the labor for that. What is Mayorwald set aside materials for the Barbican, and they're still available to you in the future. If you wish to make further repairs to the keep, we will need coin and supplies and labor. What does being master of Cod know it? Why, there are many responsible involved in maintaining a keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved in is entirely up to you. Of course, part of the reason I am here is to ensure things run smoothly in your absence, provided we've been given instruction. If you instruct me to instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct. Next, I will make the necessary arrangement. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep security in turn, these will become less of a concern. You should know, however, that the position does not come with some risk. Your name will go in vain. You must contend with threats to the keep, and then there are other things. What did you mean by risk? Merwin curse was his own, a Varsha curse. But his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather beneath it. At least such have been the conclusion drawn by those who come to this place, for what spiritual seal lingers in the endless paths of offspeak of a master below. Every effort to settle have failed from time of our Adrian colonies onward. Beast wide is the endless path until the new lord or lady is no more. The one who dwells below their master does not tolerate violence, it seems. I have seen from time to time intrepid explorers descend to lay claim on what answers they can, but none return. This is one force which Carnor, a barren ruin, involved me a foe. The endless path, that's, my friend, is where I must go. Where we must go. If you will go with me, whatever devils beneath think too much, no, think to what knowledge we will find. What are the endless paths? The endless path of Onyoth, that is the name given to the labyrinth beneath the keep. The we were warned by the grandfather that the site was cursed, and there was a legend attached to it. So at time we saw nothing of it. The ruins were built, it said, by a powerful Egwithan named Odnu, who ruled there until his people turned against them. They destroyed his endless path and filled many of his upper tunnel with soil and sun. But I am no master. Of course, the keep would have no other. But endless paths are a different thing entirely. It is unfortunate, really, that they are so closely entwined. Here is this master below. I cannot say with certainty, but if it must be tied to the man said have been the architect of the endless path. The egg with a tyrant, or no. Some claim his spirit endured, or at least laid curse upon his side. I cannot imagine much remained of his work, for the ruins have been here 1,000 years or more, but what is left is impressive. The Earl certainly thought so. Trying to find this queen in the city of Defiance. You must know the queen you're looking for. Defiance, they have no queen. We must join Avenger haven't reigned here since war. The only queen with any power there is Vortica. I told they erect a exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. If you mean to go there, we can get started right away on repairing the Barbican. You only need to tell me what you wish to do, and I make the necessary repairs. My work kept a ledger as it happened, and I have taken the liberty of updating it. You could take a look to see what's the repairs I can make. Then we get underway at once. The steward's voice belies giddy excitement. No, my lord, that this is but the first and least of a great undertaking. The keep supported a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures. These will bring you wealth and recognition, drawing people to your service. Rebuilding the defenses will keep your ground from being overrun, as they did under Merrill keeping. You need not to choose at all. I am pledged to your aid, and so long as you are master here, we shall always be linked. You need not to step upon the ground to speak with me. Whenever you travel may take you, you can make your own will known to me. If you but reach out. Oh, but first, the bargain. Events. The Bright Health Restoration. Restoring Bright Hollow. It will allow you to rest there. Other upgrades can unlock resting bonus for it. Well, some of these are going to take a while to get the necessary money for. Security is stable. Is there a way for me to rest here? Looks like I have to wait for it to have the hold building to be finished off.
Like your breeches, scholar lad.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
Oh, that's what those little bubbles are for. They want to talk to me. I was lost in thought. He finishes when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
Are you alright?
Of course. Merely processing some of the unusual things we've seen lately.
Really?
And if Meerwald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
He was a monster in his past life, called what he developed.
Yet how can you be so certain your soul does not harbor its own dark mysteries?
I can't.
That must be difficult. Forgive my intrusion.
That old watcher. I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had something you want to ask me. Ask him?
It's... Well, it's kind of embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it worked. That's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
Well,
All right. Yes, fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him. Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden, about how he turned against us and fought for Widewind, been on my mind for some time now. Thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Deerwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. Hearing claims that he died fighting for Rey at Ceres, that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Widewind had in store, but if he really was Aethys... I thought, maybe this old Watcher would know how my brother died. So I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb. Of course, I knew the truth deep down. Watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
You should be prepared that there may be no record of your brother's death. Ador thinks a moment, his lips twisted to one side. He raises his eyebrow. If there was anything written down about it, they have it in defiance way. They got a archive by that place.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with...
I leveled up. And then let's see, what other spells? Bounding. Oh, this is a good. This is a handy spell. Expose vulnerability. Bear the enemy combat. For RGD, reducing damage for the fraction and concentration. Oh, well, so that looks like a good spell.
Poor Meerwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
Maybe it's better to stay ignorant of some things. Perhaps, though in this case it seems like answers are your best hope. Killing yourself a matter of balance, yes?
I'm here.
Oh, that hand. It must have been a part of a statue or something. Time to go. Time to go to town and rest there. I should have at least sufficient amount of money after going to the Gilded Vale to continue to do a upgrade on the
We'll fare better if we get some sleep.
good idea, friend. What is my reputation now? Benevolent, diplomatic, passionate. Oh, I am defender of the Vale. That's good. And in the Bay Area, I'm neutral. I have no idea how the reputation thing works, but having point in that area seems to be a good idea for them.
Hail and well met.
I think I really should keep the Grimoires on me. They have some low-level spells that I can use later on. Just curious if I can actually. No, I can't have two Grimoire on me at once. That would be quite interesting. And then the blacksmith shop is here. So the rest house should be done in a day and 16 hours.
Good day, stranger.
I see your rails. Protection. I don't really have no need for that. And then the foil. I do not really need a foil. And then armor, I have a good amount of stuff to sell. And then this fine love I do not need. It's not like these helmets give any more extra protection. But I do definitely like the hood and the hats, so they're a keeper. The traps I probably have no need for. crafting ingredients. And then let's see what item is worth purchasing. And then armor. What? In the area of armor. Fine mail armor. Fine brigand. 1500. Breastplate. I have decent enough armor for the moment, so I don't need to improve my armor. I'm sure I will get better armor as I come across it. A lot of these weapons are just fine. Yeah. Let's see what upgrade I can get with the gold I got. No event. Oh, it's actually going to be done in 16 hours, so that's, by the time I get there, should be done, or almost done. Betrayals, watch. Some of them requires a Bailey, or and they may keep first. I have to wait for the for one of the stronghold construction tasks to be done first. I cannot work on another thing. Makes sense. By the time I get there, it should be done. Whitehall restoration construction complete. Let's check this place out now. Let's see, the main keep is going to take some time, but it's going to pay off in the end. And then let's see. The main keep, that's more important. I cannot have my main entry area look like it's rubbish to them who is visiting the place. This place still has a good amount of work to do still to it. but that I can work on in time. If I click this bed, can I rest? Yes, I can rest without actually going to it in now.
I'm here.
More beds. There's nothing there. Oh, good to have at least one part of the stronghold done so far, besides the battlecry that I first got done. I should handle the first before continuing on with the plot line. Also, Kana is requires the tome or whatever that he beneath the place. Well, this is as good as any point to end the video short. I will work on the other episode in the near future, which I will do the next episode, I mean, and I will go down to the belly of the place to liberate the evil underneath, so this place is not cursed anymore. See you then.